What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Monday Super Bowl week edition of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt after an 0-3 night. Yeah, that was bad. Losing week. Never good. Start off February on the wrong foot. But, happens. We're going to have losing days, losing weeks, losing months. That's just how this thing goes. I know everyone expects me to win every day. Somebody accused me of deflecting from the 0-3 by tweeting about the Grammys. Yeah. Guys, I know you get upset when I lose. I get upset when I lose, but we bet every single day. We're going to have 3-0 days. We're going to have 0-3 days. We're going to have days where we're up 3 units or down 3 units, or we're going to be up 5 or down 5. Just what this thing is, guys, okay? It's the roller coaster. So it's amazing. Those don't happen when we're winning. I don't get those tweets. I only get those tweets when I lose. And I only get those tweets when I'm losing certain games. I can tell when people bet with me, like the NBA. You guys like betting the NBA with me. I'd be careful about that. I'm not good at the NBA. At least I haven't been this year. I don't know why. It's just last year I was awesome. This year I'm awful. I don't know why. Hopefully it'll turn. Hopefully things will even out. It normally does. But that bet went to double overtime, and the Thunder won by 8. I laid 9.5. That's just the way things are rolling right now, right? And I mean, my personal play, Boston won by what, 40? Yee, I was on Memphis. Okay, so I went 0-4 yesterday. You guys went 0-3 yesterday. So not a good day by any means. College basketball was tough, and we're back with 2 bets in college basketball and 1 bet in the NHL. Welcome back, hockey today. We'll got a good game. Colorado and the Rangers. Avalanche Rangers matchup. Stanley Cup preview potentially. I don't know. Avalanche the odds-on favorite to win the cup at most books. Rangers not that far off the pace. So we got that game and 2 big college basketball games to break down. But this podcast being brought to you by our friends at OmahaSteaks.com. It is time for the big party, the big game, the big fun over the weekend. And when you need to get free stuff, I'm here for you. Here we go. 2 free packets of chicken wings and meatballs come to you by using the URL omahasteaks.com/juice. Go there and select packages at omahasteaks.com. They've got that giveaway for you guys by using that URL code, that URL, omahasteaks.com/juice. Go there. Get the free chicken wings. Get the free meatballs. Get yourself some steaks, chicken, whatever you need for your big party coming up on Sunday. I'm really mad because my smoker is broken. So I learned a big lesson. I don't know if you guys have smokers, but if you have smokers, they can break if you're using a pellet smoker and there's a lot of rain. So we got a stormy summer this past summer. And, well, I have it covered. I did everything you're supposed to, but water got in, moisture got in, humidity got into the auger, the thing that turns, and it froze. And to fix it was going to be a massive pain in the neck. So I just need to buy a new one, but I need to replace it because I would love to smoke on Sunday. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll replace it for the Super Bowl and come in and smoke some chicken wings and smoke some ribs and smoke some brisket or whatever for the Super Bowl because it's here. I am not going to the game, in case you're curious. I am going to media night, however. That is tonight. I have no idea what that's going to be like, but I've got a crazy day, okay? So we're doing BVB from Radio Row 1 to 3. I'm there. Then I'm teaching my class at UNLV, and then I'm going to media night. So I have no idea what time the podcast will drop tomorrow night. Just bear with me. It could be late. It might be fast. I don't know. It might be from Radio Row. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's a very busy day tomorrow. A very, very busy week. But omahasteaks.com/juice. Go there. Check it out. Get a package of great food delivered in time for the big game coming up, and you get 2 free packets of chicken wings and meatballs come to you for using that URL, omahasteaks.com/juice. Okay, let's start with hockey, and then we'll get to college basketball. So it's the Rangers hosting the Colorado Avalanche. 32-14-3, Colorado, 67 points. Rangers, 30-16-3. We know it's going to be Georgiev. They have 1 goaltender for Colorado. Georgiev just played in the All-Star game, so it's not like he was on break, but these 2 teams haven't played in over a week. The last time the Avalanche played was at home against the LA Kings on the 26th of January. Last time the Rangers played was on the road at Ottawa on the 27th of January. It's the 5th of February. It's been a long time. So both these teams should be well rested, but they also might be rusty. Okay, some of the All-Stars won't be, but they're probably going to be rusty. The total is 6.5 in this game. I don't know which team wins, to be honest. I lean towards the Avalanche, but the Rangers have been tremendous at home. At home this year, the Rangers, they give up goals and they score goals. But I'm a little bit suspect to pull any stat out and go like, okay, let's talk about teams that generally go over. Because the Rangers this year have been primarily an over team, 25, 20, and 4. Colorado this year has been an over team, 29, 19, and 1. When you take a look at the team, home games this year for the Rangers, they're 12, 8, and 2 to the over. On the road for Colorado, they're 15 and 9 to the over. What am I betting? Under. Why? I think there's going to be rust here, okay? I think they need one game to kind of get back. And yes, sloppy goaltending and sloppy play can lead to goals. But I'm going to lean towards this being sort of like a playoff measuring stick type of game. And I think the Garden will be rocking. And I think we have a chance for one of these two goaltenders. And I'm not sure, we don't know yet who's going to be in net. It's probably going to be Shesterkin. Igor's probably going to be net for the Rangers. But it might be Quick. In fact, I would prefer it to be Quick, to be quite honest. Because Jonathan Quick has been just, you want to talk about guys who have been really, really impressive for their new team. Look where the Kings are. Kings just fired their coach over the break, and it has a ton to do with the fact that Quick has been awesome for the Rangers and not great here for and it's expected to be Igor in net. It's going to be Georgiev. It's expected to be Shesterkin. Maybe we get a break and we get Quick, but probably going to be Shesterkin. But it's not like he's bad. Igor is 19, 12, and 1 with a 2.86 goals against average. And Igor at home this year, a little bit of an elevated 3 goals a game average, 8 and 6 record in 14 games at home. But he did start to play better, in December. January wasn't great for him before the All-Star break. Maybe he was a little bit tired, but a chance for him to get after it. Look, it could be a 3-2 win here for the Avalanche, and that's fine. Even a 4-2 win here for the Avalanche, and that's fine. Georgiev's been very, very good this year. Again, just with the All-Star game, so he has been on the ice. He has played against high-level competition. It's not like he's coming in completely and totally cold from this. And so there's a light slate here, only 2 games, Colorado at New York and New York at Toronto. Both these games are being played at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Georgiev has been just awesome. He's 27, 11, and 2 so far. And on the road this year, he's been not as good as home, but 11 and 8 and 2 with a 3.1 goals against average. So just need one of these guys, 3-2, 2-2, overtime, 3-2 win, something on those lines. I'm going to go under 6.5. Georgiev and the Avalanche, I lean towards them to win. They're favored, but I will take I'll take the under 6.5 for Colorado and New York. Okay, to college basketball we go. Let's start talking about Kansas State and Kansas. You guys are going to hate this bet. You're really going to hate this bet. K-State has lost 4 games in a row. 3 of the last 4 are on the road, including their last game. They're coming back home, and they're 5.5-point dogs. Everyone's going to be on Kansas. Kansas just shot 70% against the number 1 team defensively in college basketball. That was at Fog Allen. I was on Houston. I was wrong. I still don't love Kansas. Massive, massive rivalry game with a team whose backs are against the wall. This is the Sunflower State rivalry game. Kansas State, Kansas. KenPom has this as a 5-point win for Kansas. K-State is desperate. They are in desperation mode. They lost 75-72 to Oklahoma State on the road. They lost 73-53 at home to Oklahoma. They lost 74-52 on the road to Houston. They lost 78-67 on the road to Iowa State. We were on K-State in that game. I do like K-State. I'll admit it. I do like them. I like them defensively. They're very good defensively. 26th in efficiency, 27th in effective field goal percentage, 57th in three-point percentage, 27th in two-point percentage. Now, Kansas offensively is very good. 17th in efficiency offensively, 9th in effective field goal percentage, 33rd in three-point percentage, 14th in two-point percentage. They played unbelievable last game at home. This is a road game in college basketball into a really tough environment. I need K-State to play well. There's no debating it. I need Cam Carter to be great. I need Arthur Kaluma, the former Creighton Blue Jay, to actually start playing well. He's been a mess over the last 4 games. He's been a disaster. He has to start playing better. Need Taylor Perry also to play better here. K-State's going to have to score to keep this game close, but they've got the home crowd behind them and a 5.5-point number. I think this is too heavy. I really do. I think this is a chance to take a home dog that's an absolute desperation. And I know you're going to go and pull up the stats and be like, Matt, the numbers are so bad for Kansas State in terms of them covering here with a 5.5. They've 5 straight games they haven't covered, just 4 times in the last 10. They're 5-7 ATS at home. They're 4-5 ATS in the Big 12. But KU, they've covered 3 straight games. But 2 of those 3 games were at home. The one game was at Iowa State where they were catching 4.5. They lost by 4. We were on, remember that awful 3 at the buzzer that burned us there at the end. Got a ridiculous loss on the hook. We laid 4.5 and then one lost by 4. On the road, 4-6 ATS this year, 5-4 in the Big 12. I'm taking the 5.5 points. Kansas State plus 5.5 for 1.1 units. And the other game is Miami at Virginia. And man, did Virginia get a big win in their last game out on the road. They went to Clemson and got a huge win. They were 4.5-point dogs and they won by 1. In their last home game against Notre Dame, they were laying 13.5. They won by 12. They covered against Louisville, laying 9, winning by 17. In fact, this is a 6-game winning streak here for Virginia. And they're 12-9-1 ATS on the year. They are 6-4-1 ATS in the in the ACC. And at home, they're 8-3-1 at home this year. Now Miami, 5-3-1. They had a gigantic come-from-behind win against Virginia Tech in their last game. They were supposed to lose that game. They were laying 4. They were down. They rallied to win the game by 8. But their last game on the road against NC State, catching 4.5, they lost it outright by 6. Against Notre Dame, laying 4.5, they won by 12. But against Syracuse, as 4-point dogs, they lost by 3. They kept it close, but they still lost. So you're talking 2 of the last 3 games on the road, straight-up losses for Miami. And look, they're 5-4-2 ATS in the ACC. They're a better team at home, like most teams are. And when you start breaking down the numbers here, KenPom has this as a 4-point win for Virginia. The number's 5. I am going to lay it. I'm going to lay the 5. We might get burned. It might be a little heavy here, but I think John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville is going to be rocking for this game. And I think it just comes down to the defensive intensity for Virginia is just so tough to face. I mean, they're 11th in efficiency, 22nd in effective field goal percentage, 93rd in 3-point percentage, 13th in 2-point percentage. Offensively, they've got problems, but they're a really good 3-point shooting team this year. They're 38th in 3-point defense. They're 268th in 2-point percentage, but that's good because, Miami's defense 280th in 2-point percentage. Not very good. So Virginia hits their free throws. They should win this game, and they might win this game going away, just given how they've performed at home, winning by 12, winning by 6, winning by 8, winning by 24, winning by 35 in their last 5 home games. Okay? So they've covered this 5 in 5 straight games, different teams, different opponents. I got you there, but I think Virginia at home, after what Miami did, Miami's a bubble team, okay? 100%. They need a win like this over Virginia, but Virginia also is a bubble team in the ACC. They got to protect their home court. I'm going to lay the 5. Virginia minus 5 for 1.1 units. All right, so 3 bets for us here today on a Monday. Under Avalanche, Rangers, under 6.5, 1.1 units. K-State at home, plus 5.5 against Kansas for 1.1 units. And Virginia laying 5 at home against Miami for 1.1 units. I'm going to stay away from NBA basketball for a while just because, I'm not good at NBA betting at the moment. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all socials. You can follow all the fun Super Bowl stuff there as well on my Instagram and on my Twitter X account coming up all week. The Daily Juice Podcast every single morning, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.